God is saying it is time to prepare your heart for celebration, because something big has shifted. The Bible says in Isaiah 43:19, "Behold, I will do a new thing, now it shall spring forth." That means God can move in a way that seems sudden to people, but it was never sudden to Him. While you were waiting, He was working. While you were praying, He was preparing. While you were crying, He was arranging. While you were wondering if anything was happening, God was moving behind the scenes, and now what was delayed is beginning to shift. What was closed is beginning to open. What was silent is beginning to speak. What looked impossible is beginning to turn. This is why you must not lose faith in the final stretch. Sometimes the greatest discouragement comes right before the breakthrough becomes visible. Sometimes the enemy fights hardest when he knows heaven has already released what your eyes have not yet seen. But Habakkuk 2:3 says, "Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come." It will surely come. Not maybe, not perhaps. Not if people agree, not if the situation looks easy. It will surely come. When God appoints a thing, delay cannot cancel it, and when the appointed time arrives, what seems slow can happen suddenly. A call can come suddenly. A door can open suddenly. A heart can turn suddenly. A relationship can shift suddenly. A blessing can arrive suddenly. A conversation can happen suddenly. A season can change suddenly. But hear this with wisdom. Sudden does not mean careless. When God moves suddenly, He still moves with order. 1 Corinthians 14:33 says, "God is not the author of confusion, but of peace." So if something big is shifting, do not respond with panic. Respond with peace. Do not become reckless because you feel movement. Do not expose everything too early because you feel excited. Do not let anxiety make you rush what God is still arranging. Let peace rule. Colossians 3:15 says, "Let the peace of God rule in your hearts." Peace must lead you into celebration. Not fear, not pressure, not desperation, not the need to prove people wrong, not the need to announce every detail before the fruit is ready. Peace, because what God is doing is sacred. Some celebrations begin quietly before they become public. Some testimonies must be protected before they are presented. Some blessings must be carried with wisdom before they are shared with everyone. Ecclesiastes 3:7 says, "There is a time to keep silence and a time to speak." So while you prepare to celebrate, also prepare to steward. Ask God for wisdom. Ask God for discernment. Ask God for patience. Ask God for the maturity to handle what He is releasing. Because the blessing is not just about receiving, it is about carrying. Many people pray for sudden movement, but not everyone is prepared to carry sudden answers. That is why God has been working on you. He has been healing your heart. He has been strengthening your faith. He has been teaching you patience. He has been removing wrong voices. He has been showing you what peace feels like. He has been teaching you not to chase what only He can send. Philippians 1:6 says, "He which hath begun a good work in you will perform it." God finishes what He starts. He did not begin this work in your life to abandon you halfway. He did not let you survive the waiting season for nothing. He did not protect you from what was wrong just to forget what He promised. Something has shifted because God has been faithful in the hidden place, and now celebration is coming. Not empty excitement, real celebration. The kind of celebration that makes you say, "Only God could have done this." The kind of celebration that makes the waiting make sense. The kind of celebration that makes the tears feel like seed. The kind of celebration that proves God was working even when nothing looked like it was moving. Psalm 126:5 says, "They that sow in tears shall reap in joy." That means your tears were not wasted. Your prayers were not wasted. Your obedience was not wasted. Your patience was not wasted. Your quiet faithfulness was not wasted. God knows how to turn sorrow into testimony. He knows how to turn waiting into worship. He knows how to turn pressure into proof that His hand was on you the whole time. So do not be surprised when it happens quickly. Do not be surprised when the door opens faster than you expected. Do not be surprised when the person reaches out. Do not be surprised when the opportunity comes. Do not be surprised when the answer arrives. Do not be surprised when God does in days what you could not make happen in months. Because when God says it is time, time must obey Him. Ecclesiastes 3:11 says, "He hath made everything beautiful in His time," not in your rushed time, not in people's expected time, not in the time fear demanded, in His time. And His time has a beauty that human pressure cannot produce. So lift your head.
No matter what you are going through, always know that God is watching and He will surely come through for you. I know for a fact that it is not easy to still trust in God, even when there is no sign that things are getting better. But can you remember when the Israelites left Egypt? The king sent his men after them, and the Red Sea was in front of them. Can you imagine the kind of state they were in? If they chose to go back, they could get killed by the king's men, and if they continue going forward, they were drawn in the Red Sea. God made a way for the children of Israel. It was indeed miraculous. No one would ever have thought that in the midst of this challenge, God could divide the Red Sea so that His people could pass through, but He did the impossible. You may be in the situation of the Israelites. Everywhere around you may be problematic, and it may look like there will never be a way out. Your back could be against the wall and you think it is over, but hear me, God will make a way. Do you know the kind of God you serve? There is nothing He cannot do. Sometimes I feel one of the major reasons why we as Christians easily give up on life is because we do not believe in the capabilities of our God. You read His words and you know what He has done and is still doing, but you just feel He cannot do it for you, and that is why you face a lot of challenges in your life. My dear, those that put their trust in God will never be put to shame. He uses the foolish things to do great things, and He can come in a dimension that you will never imagine, and that is why He is God. The moment you completely understand the way God operates, He ceases to be God, but you can never understand it. All you need to do is to obey God, even when it does not make any sense to you. It does not matter if you do not understand. Just obey and you will see what God will do for you. Abraham obeyed even though he did not like God's decision. How can God tell him to sacrifice the only son he waited 100 years to get? Most of us would have disobeyed God, but Abraham still chose to obey God, and you saw that God made a way by providing a lamb for the sacrifice instead of Isaac.